apparently, Jim Curtin, who I don't know who he's the Philadelphia Union head coach or manager for all of our European
Get it together.
people. He said he was asked about Ted Lasso. He said, "Quote: Do I think it has set the American coach back 20 years? Yes, I do." So I think this is hilarious. This is like Brian Snitker coming out tomorrow and being like, "Can you believe that they made Little Big League? They set managers back 1,000 years, thinking that a 12-year-old can do our job."
And that kid was great.
He was great.
That's an underrated baseball movie.
Absolutely.
Little Big League is underrated.
Little Big League should be talked about
because they talked real baseball.
Yeah,
and they had real baseball players playing, and even the actors who were not the big actors were actual baseball players.
Yeah, I think it's better than Rookie of the Year. I think it's better than The Sandlot. If I'm
they're different genres. They're different lanes.
They're all baseball movies.
What movie is it?
Little Big League. Yes, they're all baseball movies, but Little Big League is about baseball more so than Sandlot is about like a summer. If that makes sense.
Adventures.
Like it's kids, you know what I mean? Like he's trying to manage a professional baseball team.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's great. Anyway, are we all caught up on Ted Lasso? Season 3 starts in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah, I'm caught up.
Damon, are you caught up?
I will be.
Okay.
Oh, I never seen Little Big League. I'm looking at the picture right now. Is it a good movie?
It's a good baseball movie.
It is phenomenal.
Listen, Rookie of the Year and Angels in Outfield was big in my life, and The Sandlot. But I think you had Sandlot was more of like this summertime friendship piece. So playing baseball per se. But I'm about to check it out. I've been going through, nostalgic movies with my kiddos, so that's on the list now.
It's a good baseball movie. Yeah, but no.
Go ahead. Go. I would say, do y'all feel any European teams take into consideration Ted Lasso when they look to hire or not hire an American manager?
I'm gonna tell you right now, I know 6 European countries. I know there are more than that, so I don't know anything about what's going on over there. I'm gonna pull a Nate right here and say I don't know what they're doing across the waters. I don't know how they live in their life. I know they better not bring that mess over here. That's all I know.
That's what we do know.
All right, there's 27 European countries.
But Google's fast. Don't act like you just knew that. Did you know that?
I Googled it. I had no idea.
I knew you don't just know that.
I knew it was more than 6 and less than 100. So
that's a good way to start. This is why this man don't gamble. Listen, this is what I'll tell you. I think it absolutely is hurting them because TV and movies have impacted all of us as Americans in regards to Russians. Let me tell you something. When you think about how TV and movies have impacted Americans for what we think about Russians, it is forever ingrained in our body. And ingrained ain't even a word, but it's okay. We're gonna run with it. Here's what I'll tell you: if I see a person who looks Russian, A, if I hear your Russian accent, B, I am out. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not worried about a beard. I'm not worried about a turban. But if I hear a Russian accent behind me at a Target parking lot, I'm changing lanes. You hear me? A sleek, skinny Russian girl in a cute dress, spy. I am out. I'm telling you, I've been impacted. So Ted Lasso, it was a great show, got a good run, but you have hurt the American managers for sure.
I never thought about that, but yeah, if I heard a Russian, that's gonna be alarming if I hear a Russian accent anywhere. I'm like, what you up to?
What? You out in the daytime?
What brings you out here to this Target? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it's doing for American coaches. I think maybe it's hurting U.S. coaches, but it's not hurting the game of soccer because now more people are interested in soccer because of that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, listen, will I watch soccer? No, not really. I'm not that invested in it. To be fair, I'm not invested in a lot of sports right now. I think in sports I'm invested in is this podcast. And as we know by my takes, not that invested in the sports. So I know for a fact, though, that when the World Cup comes around and people start, having that Believe shirt or whatever, something Ted Lasso adjacent, I'm like, I can get behind that. I know this movie. I pull the Leo thing. Hey, I know that's from. And you know what I mean? So I think maybe it's hurting coaches, but overall can't be hurting the game.
Do y'all feel like Miss Maisel is hurting comedy?
Everything is hurting comedy. Comedians is hurting comedy. Everything. Listen, we don't We are a downtrodden group. Okay, we are not well. If you see a comedian, hug them. We are not doing well. Every show about comedy is not good because it's inspiring more people to do comedy.
I did have to stop watching Ms. Maisel.
What?
Oh,
It's just she does too well every time, and I'm like, where's the part where you're sad because you bombed and everybody else? Where's the part where the audience dislikes you from the second you walked
the
on
first season?
Okay.
The first season. Why do you hate women, Nate? Why do you hate women?
Talk about that. This white
whole
woman,
podcast.
he even gave up on the white woman.
We watched the first. I had the same issue with Crashing. Crashing, he goes from like doing open mics and then
Nate, you're a traitor.
Traveling.
You don't like white people.
It's really white people have no loyalty to each other.
They don't.
Sad. It's a sad community.
You can't. I mean,
one of my favorite comedy movies of all time, top 5. Top 5 is one of the greatest movies of all time. You see how easy it was to do that?
Easy.
Get in line, man.
Easy.
Get in line.
Listen, statistically, it has not been a good thing historically to be loyal to white people you don't know.
I bet whatever. Well, all right, that's a point. But
that's well as counterpoint. If the latest thing of that was with Jay Cutler, where I was like, this dude's my spirit animal.
Yeah.
And then I was like, man, I love this guy on TV. And then all of a sudden, Jay Cutler's like, I mean, January 6th wasn't like, it was just like a little fun for everybody.
That's because he funded it. He probably put some buses himself.
Hey, go give me that Viking hat real quick, my man. Get that off.
His hairline at least stormed the Capitol.
Ooh, I'm dying up here. Was that the Showtime? That was good.
I haven't seen that one.
That was good. I was mad they canceled that. That was pretty good. There aren't a lot of good ones. There aren't. What was the one? Funny People with Sandler. That wasn't bad, right?
Funny People wasn't bad. I enjoyed Funny People. I'm trying to think of what are the best movies or TV shows based on comedy, like not just comedians. Like you can put Seinfeld up there. The stand up in Seinfeld, you can argue, is the least important part of that show.
Sure,
very true.
He was living a life though. I can see why people want to be a comedian. If you watch Seinfeld, this man got in New York by himself, always got the fresh J's. Always got one spot a week.
All the
30 seconds of stage time that crushes.
Yeah.
He's got a new girlfriend every week.
Yeah, that ruined comedy.
Yeah, I would agree. That made me think the Tonight Show was obtainable.
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
He just be pulling up.
Yeah, he's always in town. How are you making this much money in one city?
New York was probably a different town. I don't know, man.